everyone, Jane Mamolny here, and I wanted to share this cute little Valentine that my daughter and I made for her class Valentines this year. So she saw this card sitting on my desk and said, "Mommy, I want to make one like this." And she just loved the little shaker and the bright colors, and so that's where this idea was born for her little shaker window cards for her class. Now she did a lot of this. She needed a lot of help from me, but she did a lot of it as well. And so I'm going to show you how we did this. So I started with the I Heart Us striped paper, which is this, and I cut a bunch of them to 3x4 size. And then I cut a bunch of white cardstock to 3x4 size, and I let her stamp it. So she did all the stamping and writing and decorating herself. As you can probably tell, she's 5. We used this stamp set, which is an oldie and goodie from close to my heart. It's called Life's a Jungle, and I love it for Valentine's Day because of the cute little puns, the hippo and your hip and all these cute little puns. So we used that stamp set. And here's the ones that she made first. We did the stamping and the decorating on the white first, because once the card is all put together, if it was all blank and she did the stamping afterward, it's kind of bumpy here and where she put the die cuts. So it would have been harder to get a crisp image and for her to write and everything. So she decorated them, stamped and decorated them first, and we're not finished. She still has a lot to color. Now to do the window, I have a bunch of 2.5-inch square sheet protectors. Now I have a ton of sheet protectors still that are not Close to My Heart brand. I switched over to Close to My Heart brand because there's such higher quality from actual sheet protectors, but I use these old ones for this project because it really doesn't matter. So I cut them to just about 2.5 inches square, and then I used my just this ATG tape to do the sides, glue 3 sides together. Some of them already had one sealed side, obviously. And then we left this one side open, and she helped me add the confetti, and she loved that part. I'm gonna add at the end some clips of my daughter helping. But we used this die set for that. This is the shaker window and confetti die set from Close to My Heart. And we used the heart confetti, this die right here, to make a bunch of confetti in different colors. And then what we did was we used the stitched hearts dies to cut all of these hearts. And so what we started with was I ran this second to biggest size, just like this, through my die cut machine. So then you end up with a usable striped heart here, cut out of it, and your window right there. And then you're gonna take your shaker window. I added some of the paper heart confetti. You can also add some confetti. This is from Close to My Heart's silver loose sequins. There's lots of different sizes and shapes. There's stars and circles in there. And then I also added just some confetti that I had in my stash, and my daughter picked out some glitter because I have tons of tubes of glitter that she's obsessed with, and added that in. You can see some of the tinsel glitter in there. And so then we sealed it just with some tape, and because it's hard to get the adhesive in there once it's sealed on 3 sides. So it was easiest to seal with the tape. And then what you're gonna do is add your adhesive on, I did all 4 sides, or you could probably get away with just 2 sides. And then you're going to line it up so you don't see any of the tape, and tape it here. So then you've got your little window. You're gonna need more confetti than this. I didn't add enough. I wasn't finished yet. I just added a little bit so far. So that's gonna be your little window. And then you're gonna tape the whole thing down to this. Now, my daughter wrote on this side, after she decorated this, she wrote on this side, and I had to remind her, don't write on the other side because you're gonna see it through the window. So we'll have to, I'll cover that up with something, maybe put some cardstock over it or something. Or if your child is older and maybe can write a little smaller, you can write the to and from right here in the window so it shows through, or have a stamp on the other side showing through, or anything like that. And then what we did was we cut out tons of hearts. We got tons of hearts over here. And so we cut out, what I did is each time I ran my hearts through the die cut machine, I ran all 4 sizes of the hearts through. I needed several sizes, the 2 smallest sizes to kind of decorate the card, and then I need the biggest size run through for the window here. And so we ran it all through, and then we had to put this back on in a second pass and die cut the second to largest heart. You can't put them both, you can't put both dies on at the same time, unfortunately, because they overlap, so you won't get a crisp cut. So you have to run them through separate times, but it ended up working out well. I would run all of them through, and then I'd run this one on here, again with the big and the 2 little ones on different pieces of that paper, and run it through. So then every time you're cranking that thing, you're not just getting 1 die out of it, you're getting 4 cuts out of it. And so then that went on as the window. Now I found it helpful to use an adhesive that's a dotted adhesive, like close to my hearts. Tombow also has some dotted adhesive. There might be some other brands out there, but that way, if it goes off of the, it's just easy to get the skinnier pieces, because then it's not going to have a whole bunch on the outside showing that you have to kind of like roll over, or it doesn't get stringy and you have to kind of stretch it. I don't know if that makes sense, but you want to have a dotted adhesive, or you can use a liquid adhesive. Liquid glass or any other liquid adhesive would do. You just risk oozing out the sides of these little skinny pieces. So however you want to do that is up to you. I just recommend not using something where it's a solid line of adhesive that gets kind of stringy or breaks or doesn't, you know, it goes off the edges a little bit. It won't work quite as well. So then she decorated with all of these little hearts that we cut out, and they're so cute. And then she added some glitter glue. She went a little crazy with the stickles. She decorated these ones. She stamped everything and colored them with colored pencils. Used a glitter glue. She had lots of fun. So we're going to continue this project until all 22 of her Valentines are done. And once I prepped everything ahead of time, it went pretty quickly, and then we'll just have an assembly line going and we'll finish.